Welcome to Let's Be Geeks. I'm Erin.
I'm Willow.
And we're going to talk about Agent Carter finally! Our top 5 moments for this premiere episode. Well, the first part if you watch the 2-hour premiere. If you watch them individually, this is the first episode.
Yes.
Okay, clear. Number 5, I really liked the... no, you wanted to do 5.
Number 5.
Sorry, you do it.
Number 5. It's the fork to the brachial artery. I love that. Carter just threatens him so smoothly. She's like, we could do it this way, or you could just find somewhere else to eat, because you're a jerk, and I don't like you being a jerk to my friend. Well done. Well done, Carter. With a fork.
Number 4, spy gadgets. We're so cool. And we're going to start seeing really cool spy gadgets. A lot of the spy gadgets that we saw in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are going to make it into here, of course. And then we're also going to have probably new ones and interesting ones.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, we saw the watch that she used to open up the safe. And she
and
had the
brooch.
lipstick that was said, sweet dreams on it. And
yeah. And the brooch that lockpick.
Yeah, that cool
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. I really like that. Number 3, the implosion at the factory, where the one little tiny bomb ends up taking out a couple city blocks.
Yeah,
it takes out quite a big grid.
Mm-hmm.
And its little tiny smoke, boom.
Yeah. I think it uses the smoke to disperse into the area and then uses that area to implode it. But I don't see how the smoke could really have gotten that far, scientifically speaking. But I'll let that go because...
Right. That's a bit of... Yeah.
I'm just supposed to believe that this weapon will work. So, yeah. But I think the mechanics behind it, that's how it works.
Logistics, yeah.
Yeah. Logistics, thank you.
Huh?
Logistics.
The logistics behind it.
Yeah. Number 2 is Jarvis, the butler. I really liked the introduction of Jarvis because, well, we have the AI Jarvis from the Avengers films and the Iron Man films, but I really like the fact that Stark actually has a butler and we get to know him more because we haven't met him before.
Stark Sr.
Well, Howard Stark.
Yeah. Yeah, just for anybody else.
Yeah.
Might be confused because, not to be confused with AI Jarvis, which Tony Stark ends up having. So.
Yes.
But yeah, I really like the guy, Jarvis. I like the character a lot. He's cool. And I like the fact that he's, really caring about her at this point, even though it seems like he has ulterior motives.
He has ulterior motives, obviously, by the end of the episode. He's talking to Stark about, oh, she'll do fine. All ominously. So, clearly, he's not really working in her best interest, but I think he's working...
he seems to be bonding with her and trying to keep her safe and trying to, figure out a way to continue to use her.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, in that sense, keeping her safe.
Mm-hmm.
Which just brings us to number 1. Agent Carter is a badass.
So hot.
A femme fatale.
Fatale for everybody else.
That chick is just super sexy in all of her moves and maneuvers and her getaways and her near misses and her shenanigans and... all in heels.
Yeah. I loved her in Captain America, the first Avenger, right?
I have to do a sidemark real quick.
Go ahead.
I actually think that my friend Sarah should do a cosplay as Agent Carter. Challenge. Go.
Okay. I liked her in that film, and I was really excited because I knew that because... the Avengers were doing this whole big thing that they were going to go into all the Avengers and that they were going to do multiple movies and la la la. I knew that there was crossovers that were going to happen, but at the end of Captain America, I felt really bad for Haley Atwell because there was no real outlet for her in another story because everybody else takes place in another time, in another place. So how would she have any sway over anything else? She did get into a few backstories for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I really like the fact that they've decided to just have their own show of her. Because she's super badass, she's a female lead, and she's a female lead in a non-female world. I love it. She's a super
strong lead, and it tends to bring out the gayest part of some. I just like how she flirts with everybody in a non-flirting way. Like she's
okay,
just, well,
in a non-flirting way.
Yeah, like she's, I don't, maybe the word flirting is not the right word I want to use. She's a little bit charming. She's charming with most everybody she's like encounters, whether they're male, whether they're female.
Except for brachial artery guy.
Well, right, because he's a dick. No need to charm that. But you know what I mean? Like, she has this really, like, charming sense about her and in her encounters. Like, everything, you know? Anyways. That's how I see it.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Again, Sarah Zeta, you need to cosplay as Agent Carter.
You've been called out.
Do it.
You can leave your comments below. Sarah, do you want to do this? Do you not want to do this? Do you want to see her friend Sarah dress up in cosplay? Do you think I'd have permission to use her photo?
I think she would probably grant you that permission. You'd have to ask her, but I'm sure she would.
Okay.